So the Golden Globes happened a couple days ago, and I'm going to give you my honest reactions to the winners, the losers, the snubs, what we loved, what we didn't love, and everything in between. Hey everybody, this is Zeke with Showtime Sidelines, and I'm going to go through the Golden Globes with you, talk about things that I loved, things that I didn't love, who deserved to win, who didn't deserve to win, and what went down at the Globes. So, just going off of the winners, just from this list that I have right now, Best Original Song, El Ma. That's fine by me. That was my favorite song from Amelia Perez. I didn't love the movie. That was my prediction to win. And the song's great. It's probably the best one from the movie. I knew Amelia Perez was going to get a win there. I think maybe that should have been one of its only 2 wins. I don't know if it deserved 4 at the end of the night. But, these things happen. It's the Golden Globes. Almost always unpredictable. But they made some good choices this year. Next, we have Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. I picked Wicked for that. Wicked ended up winning. I think that makes the most sense. People are saying Inside Out 2 should have won because it made the most money. This award is stupid. We can all agree with that. They weren't going to give Wicked musical or comedy for some reason. If they wanted to give it to Amelia Perez, might as well just give it to Wicked, in my opinion. But they had to give Wicked something. It obviously didn't win the acting awards either, which kind of surprised me, at least with Ariana Grande losing to Zoe Saldana. But yeah, they had to give it something, so they threw it Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. It makes sense because it's like the highest grossing movie musical of all time. It's been a phenomenon, pretty much unlike any other movie this year. So you had to give it an award, and they made up one to give to it. So that makes sense to me. Next, we have Best Original Score. I think I predicted Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross to win. It deserved to win completely. There really isn't a score that comes close to what Challengers does. It just really defines the movie in a way that the other scores, not that they don't do that, but that score is so Challengers. Whereas like The Brutalist is like such a film score, it could work in a different movie. I don't know if the score works in a movie that isn't Challengers, or maybe it just works so well in Challengers that it doesn't come close to anything. I was scared they were going to give this to Amelia Perez. Thank God that they didn't. I think Wicked can be nominated for this at the Oscars, which is stupid. And I really hope that Challenger still pulls through there because it fully deserves it. I mean, that score is just insane. And me and my roommates were cheering when that one won because, wow, is that deserved. Best Screenplay was a toss-up. I was really hoping that we were going to find out which original screenplay was going to win at the Oscars here, or which one was going to be the frontrunner going into the Oscars. But they gave it to the one adapted screenplay that's nominated. So literally, I still have no clue who's winning at the Oscars. Conclave, I think, is obviously going to win pretty much every screenplay award, at least for adapted. I could see The Substance winning at a couple other awards, The Brutalist winning maybe at BAFTA, but honestly, Conclave might win there too. So it's going to be a toss-up, but I'm really excited because these are all such great scores besides Amelia Perez. Or screenplays, my apologies. But I was really hoping for The Substance to win. I think I predicted Honora, or maybe I predicted The Substance, but I was happy with Conclave. That's one of my favorite movies of the year, but I was just hoping that they would kind of reveal the frontrunner for original screenplay, but congrats to Peter Strahan for Conclave. It's a great movie, great screenplay, super engaging, and yeah, just all around a good win. Brady Corbet, not Corbett, as I was saying in my last video, Brady Corbet won Best Director. I think that's great. I think I predicted him. I think it could have easily gone to Corley Farjeet or Sean Baker. When Brady Corbet won, we kind of knew how the rest of the night was going to look, which was pretty exciting because I was scared that the Globes were just going to ignore The Brutalist. It's a 3.5-hour movie with an intermission. It's kind of scared the judges didn't see it, but it seems like they did, and they loved it because it had a lot of great wins and just so deserved. There's so many good directed movies this year. I was talking with my roommate, and he said, The Brutalist is made by its actors, and I agree with that. But I think Brady Corbet has such a vision for that movie as well and such a passion that him directing it deserves Best Director. But, Corley Farjeet, The Substance doesn't happen without her directing it, writing it, editing it, everything she did for that movie. So I really wanted her to win here. I think Brady Corbet will win an Oscar eventually in his career, but Corley Farjeet, this seems like her moment. I hope that she has this again because she's just so talented. Yeah, it's a great win. I just really would have loved to see Corley kind of sneak in here and get the W, but it's okay by me. The Brutalists is probably the best movie of the year. And Brady Corbet is a huge part of that. So no harm, no foul. They both deserve to win, and it went to Brady. That's perfectly fine by me. Makes sense. No complaints there. Best Supporting Actress went to Zoe Saldana for Emilia Perez. I think I predicted that, but I was still surprised that it wasn't Ariana Grande, to tell you the truth. My dream would have been Felicity Jones to win, but I understand why she's not going to win this. She's in half the movie, but like the second half of The Brutalist is hers, really, but Emilia Perez is all Zoe Saldana's. If you don't think that she completely carries that movie and makes it watchable, I don't know what movie you watched, because she's really the only good part of that movie to me. Better than the score, better than the songs. She just like really puts a lot into it. And it's her time to win. She's been doing this for a long time. It's unfortunate that this is what she's going to win for, but she seems passionate about it, and that's all you can ask for. Best Supporting Actor went to Kieran Culkin for A Real Pain. I think I predicted Denzel, but I said Kieran Culkin was a close second. I should have predicted Kieran Culkin. I think it was obvious that he was going to take this one. I think he might just sweep for the rest of the season, because his performance is that good. It's really, really, really strong. It's the heart of A Real Pain, and Jesse Eisenberg has said that. I think anybody who saw that movie knows that and relates to that statement. But there's great performances here. Denzel's incredible. Yuri Borisov is my favorite supporting performance of the year. Edward Norton is great in A Complete Unknown. Super laid back compared to the other nominees. I don't think he's getting the Oscar nom, but I also don't think Jeremy Strong's getting the Oscar nom, so I don't know who's going to fit in there. But he just didn't fit in with the other nominees when you have Guy Pearce and Jeremy Strong as well, rounding out the 6 nominees. But yeah, I mean, Kieran was the obvious choice, I think. With this win, I think it's clear that he's probably going to start sweeping, because I think this was Denzel's chance to get in the race. Same with Yuri Borisov, but Kieran Culkin, great win, no complaints. Just some really good performances there that all deserve praise. Best performance in a motion picture, musical, or comedy, lead actress went to Demi Moore. I could not be more excited about that. That is one of the greatest wins in Golden Globes history. Her speech was incredible. It is so well deserved after 40 years of having a career where she said she never received an award, finally getting her flowers. I hope this is what happens at the Oscars. I am praying this is what happens at the Oscars. I was just so scared that they weren't going to give the substance its flowers. And while I don't think it got everything that it deserved, I'm so glad that Demi Moore won. I hope that an Oscar's in her future. It's kind of akin to a Michelle Yeoh win, just in the story. I think the biggest shock for me was Mikey Madison losing here. I really didn't see Amy Adams or Carla Sofia Gascon or Zendaya as contenders, but Mikey Madison and Cynthia Erivo could have done it. When Ariana Grande lost, I was pretty positive that Cynthia Erivo was going to lose too, and then I just didn't know who was going to go to. When it didn't go to Mikey Madison, I knew that Honora was not going to win anything else for the rest of the night, and it's probably not going to do well for the rest of the season, which is unfortunate, but the substance is just, it's a spectacle, and Demi Moore is that movie, and she is just incredible. Best Actor went to Sebastian Stan for A Different Man. Now, I haven't seen A Different Man yet, and I predicted Glenn Powell to win. But based off what I've heard of A Different Man, it makes complete sense that Sebastian Stan won. I want to see it before the Oscars, because I'm thinking maybe he'll get a nomination. I think he might beat Daniel Craig out for Queer. Not 100% sure, but I think that'd be exciting for Sebastian Stan. But there were great nominees here. But I think Jesse Eisenberg's not going to win an acting category. Hugh Grant in Heretic, I haven't seen it, but I just didn't see that happening. Gabriel LaBelle in Saturday Night is great, but with that movie getting nothing else, it wasn't going to happen. Kinds of Kindness came out like 5 years ago at this point. Jesse Plemons was not winning. And I thought Glenn Powell was the closest second, or the closest to winning, besides Sebastian Stan, but I think that movie is like, it's so much more acting than Hitman, which is fine. That's how that movie is. It's kind of a statement piece, and Sebastian Stan really gets to flex his chops, so it makes complete sense why he won. I'm excited to see it because I think I'm going to love it. But yeah, no complaints there. Best Actor and Actress in Drama went to Fernanda Torres for I'm Still Here, which I'm going to have to see now, because I think with this win, she's getting it at the Oscars. It's under the radar. Maybe she'll win it. I really thought Angelina Jolie had this one on lock, but again, I haven't seen I'm Still Here, so I didn't really know. I think Nicole Kidman falls out of the race for the Oscars. Now, I guess I'll have a more formed opinion once I see I'm Still Here, but I loved Angelina Jolie in Maria. I thought she was just stunning. It was a commanding performance where she really carries a movie, drops into a role. There's obviously singing that she does, and it just seems like a performance that the voters would love. I think maybe it coming out on Netflix hurts her chances. I don't know, because I really thought she had it on lock. But again, I haven't seen I'm Still Here, so maybe I can't make that statement. I was sad to see Angelina Jolie lose, because I really loved that performance, and I think I'm one of the few that has seen that movie and rides for it as hard as I do. Actor went to Adrian Brody, which I think I predicted, and I'm surprised that I got it right. I saw Complete Unknown the night that I made my prediction video, and I was sure that Timothée Chalamet was going to win. It's one of the better musical biopics that I win. It doesn't escape the traps of a musical biopic, but it's better than Bohemian Rhapsody. It's different than Rocket Man, but probably better as a movie, I guess. Obviously better than Maestro. And so I just thought at least the Globes are giving it to Timmy. With Adrian Brody winning, I think it's the same thing as Kieran Culkin. I think he might just sweep it the rest of the season, because I kind of thought Timmy's going to win at the Golden Globes, Adrian Brody's going to win SAG and BAFTA, and Timmy's going to win the Oscar. There's the story of Adrian Brody never winning a Golden Globe, and maybe that's why they threw it to him. But I mean, he is the best acting performance of the year for a male actor. The Brutalist is just a monument, and his performance is the movie. He is the whole movie. He's everything in that. I think Adrian Brody, he deserves it by far. And I'm hope he gets that second Oscar for this movie, because it's just really, really strong. For musical or comedy, Best Picture, Amelia Perez won. And if you know me, you know that I am not a fan of that movie at all. And so this was a disappointment. I thought Wicked might just win this one because it's a musical, and then Amelia Perez won. I'm like, wow, the Globes really loved Amelia Perez. I know it got the most nominations, but I was just not expecting this, because I really thought after Demi Moore's win, I thought it was going to go to The Substance, and I was like, that is going to be something. That is going to be a big statement from the Golden Globe saying this should be in the race for Best Picture, and it should. But I'm scared that it's not. I'm scared that it's between The Brutalist and Amelia Perez now. Now maybe Conclave is like second in there somewhere, but it should be The Substance. The Brutalist won Best Drama, and it should have. It's going to win Best Picture. I'd be shocked if it didn't. I don't know what could happen in the voting room for it not to win Best Picture, but the fact that Amelia Perez is probably coming in second place is just really a shame. Just look up the critiques of that movie from Hispanic people, from trans people, and just it's not good. Obviously, I can't speak on those experiences, but from what I've read from people that have lived those lives and understand what it's like to be that, and their critiques on Amelia Perez, it makes me just really have a bad taste in my mouth for that movie. So that winning was a shame, especially when you have a Nora, and when you have Challengers, which is my second favorite movie of the year behind The Brutalist, and probably is the best musical or comedy to come out. There's an argument for The Substance. I don't know. It's really close. But then The Brutalist won. Or no, The Brutalist won first, so it was just worse that Amelia Perez ended the night. We were all just like, what? Ugh. But The Brutalist won, and that's great. And I think it's a good sign for Best Picture, but it was a really fun night, and the Globes got a lot right, which I was surprised about. Usually I feel like they go for the clicks and they go for the viral moments, which I thought was going to be Timmy, Wicked, Ariana Grande, stuff like that. But I think they made the right choices. And while those people and movies that I named are all still great, I think the Globes made the actual best choices for most of the categories. Honestly, maybe just besides Best Picture, musical or comedy. So that is my complete and kind of unfiltered reaction to the Golden Globes, all stream of consciousness if you can't tell. But yeah, I didn't want to hyper edit this video of just being this is what I thought, this person won, because I just wanted to get my thoughts out there about the winners. I wanted to start conversation. So if you agree with anything, if you disagree, let me know in the comments. This is a little unedited and a little improvisational, but yeah, I just wanted to kind of throw my thoughts out there, just honest reactions instead of just recounting the entire night. I just wanted to say, what I thought about the winners and performances and all that good stuff. So if you enjoyed, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you want to see more videos like this. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you all soon.